detecting a massive object emerging from hyperspace.
Hey everyone, so Count Dooku has finally dropped in Battlefront 2, and this update is a rather small one compared to the big Geonosis update that came with Obi-Wan, but this update does have a lot of good stuff, and let's dive right into that. I don't really have any negative things to say, although we still don't have the armored clone officers, which is a little disappointing, but I think that'll be released in the next update, probably whenever Anakin is released, but it would have been really nice to see Count Dooku slashing away at clone officers and armor, but looks like we'll have to wait a little while to see that. I will say that Dooku isn't nearly as fast as other heroes, which I suppose makes sense. He is like a 70-year-old man in canon at this point. He's not nearly as slow as someone like Darth Vader, but, you know, I mean, his speed makes sense. It's just a little annoying. And his lightning ability is weaker than the Emperor's, which makes complete sense because with the Emperor, that's his main attack. Like, he doesn't have a lightsaber, he just shoots people with lightning. With Count Dooku, the lightning is used mainly as a stun method. You're supposed to force people onto the ground and then you attack them. It has a possibility to kill. I've seen a couple instances where the lightning from Dooku has actually killed other players, but it's a lot harder to kill, and it is much weaker than that of the Emperor's lightning. He is a very graceful duelist. Like, that's something that the game actually got right. He has these sweeping movements. I love whenever he puts his hand behind his back and just slashes away and lunges forward. Now, Corey Burton voices Count Dooku, and many people may realize that's the same person who voiced Count Dooku in the Clone Wars. And I've seen a couple people, for some reason, are disappointed in that. Like, you can't resurrect Christopher Lee from the dead, guys. This is Count Dooku. This is the Count Dooku that most of us grew up with. We might have seen Christopher Lee in the movies, but this is certainly the guy who brought him to life, made him into a fully developed and three-dimensional character. I mean, I don't exactly know who else would play him. I think he does a great job, and I think he really does help bring the characters to life. I love the line he says, like, the dark side is not something to be feared, but to be embraced. Anyways, that's pretty much it. You can now play Geonosis in arcade mode, which is fun, to just kind of drop in and slaughter everything. But aside from that, this update was relatively small. There's really not much content, but it's good to see that the content that they did add, they got right. There's no bugs that I can see anyway, and it seems like a really smooth, like, just nice little update. Looking forward to more, EA. Well, that about wraps it up, guys. There's really not much to talk about here because there just wasn't much content. But I'll be back next time whenever Anakin is released, and it's speculated that Padme and Ahsoka will be released as well. Maybe not in the same update, but later on. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll see you again next time.